Yeah, good morning, my dear students. Uh, in the last session, we have started solving this problem, and let's continue. So, we will just look back what is the problem, then we will continue from the remaining solution. So, the given problem is a three-hinged circular arch hinged at the springing and crown points, which means it is a three-hinged circular arch and has a span 40 meters, central rise 8 meters, then the UDL 20 kilonewton per meter, and then 100 kilonewton point load at the right quarter span point. And it is asked to calculate the reactions at the supports, the normal thrust and radial shear at a section 10 meters from left support. So what we have done in the last session, we have I'll just quickly go through this because it is already done. So we take free body diagram of the full arch, complete arch. We apply equilibrium equations, three equilibrium equations. Then we take free body diagram of uh, half of the arch, maybe to the left of the crown or to the right of the crown, and we apply one more equation. The moment sum of moments of the portion chosen is equal to 0 at that point. So that will give you the reaction H. So this is where we are now. So we have found VA value, VB value, then H value. Let us see now the remaining portion of the question, that is what is N value, what is Q value, which means the normal thrust, nothing but compression, and shear at 10 meters from left support. Doesn't mean it means that left support. So already we have seen the expressions for normal thrust and radial shear. We have derived them. Nothing but it is only the transformation of reactions, in the other way I can say, which means the horizontal and vertical reactions H value, V value are oriented in normal and radial directions. That's all. So how to orient them? In the other way, how to find normal thrust and radial shear value? So these are the expressions that we use. So N equation for N, which is already written, V sine theta plus H cos theta, and Q is equal to V cos theta minus H sine theta. So this is the expression for radial shear. So in these two equations, if you want to solve for N, you need to know vertical reaction, you need to know horizontal reaction, and then you need to know the theta value. Theta value of what? Theta value of a point at 10 meters on the arch. The angle, if you remember, to write this equation, we have chosen the theta as, say, if this is the arch, this is a point that you choose on the circular arch. So if this is a circular arch, so this will have some radius somewhere, the center point, center C. So with this vertical, if this is a vertical line, if this is a chosen point, say for example D, so if you join this to the center, this angle made by this line joining the chosen point and center with respect to vertical, we call it as theta. So this is what is meant by theta. So that is the theta. And now if you see to write the expressions of n and q, what we have used theta for. So these are horizontal and vertical reactions that are being taken. We will go with the same direction. So this is a vertical direction. So this is what is the normal direction that we have taken earlier to derive those expressions. So this is written as theta in those expressions that I have written there. And you know this is the radial line. So this is also mentioned as theta. Okay, now you see the exactly whatever I told here that matches with this notation that is already taken. This is a vertical line and this is a point chosen. This is a point chosen, point D, and this is a line, radial line, which joins the center of the arch and vertical, I mean, say crown. So it's a vertical line. So this angle and this angle is same, theta. So do you agree? So this is a vertical line. This is a radial line joining the point and center, chosen point. Same here. So theta, and opposite angles are same, you know, from the mathematics, basic mathematics. So this is also theta. So this is what is shown in the earlier slides, where to derive these two equations we have used this notation. Now the same you need to find. So to find n, to find q, what you need, the values are, you need v value, you need h value, which means horizontal reaction, vertical reaction, and the theta nothing but angle made by the line joining the chosen point on the arch and the center of the arch with respect to vertical. Okay, so this is what is required. Now let us see how to find all these, and substituting simply you get n and q. Okay, so let's see, you have h value already because we have already solved for h value, that is this one, 312.5. Okay, now let us see how to find v value. Okay, so the point that is chosen is this one. This is a point where you want the normal thrust and radial shear, right? So for this point, what is vertical reaction at this point? So sum of all forces to the left, if you can see, that is what is V value. V value is nothing but sum of all forces to the left, all vertical forces. So you have a vertical force here, which is a support reaction, which is 325, I think. Okay, let us see, 325 VA value. So you have vertical reaction 325, and the vertically downward force in the form of UDL, that means converting UDL into point, let's say 20 into 10. So this is nothing but 20 into 10, right? So sum of all vertical forces to the left of the section means 325 upward load minus 20 into 10, 200 downward. That is what is written here. You can see 325 minus 20 into 10, that is 200. So 325 minus 200, which gives you 125 V value. Okay, right. Now V into value of V is known, value of H is known. Got it? How you calculate V value, right? So you are asked for normal thrust, radial shear at 10 meters from left. So you choose that point, take sum of all vertical forces at that point, either to the left or to the right. So both are same. So that will give you V value. Okay, right then. How to find theta? So this is where you need geometry. So because H and V are of load quantities, so it doesn't require any geometry. It only needs what are all the loads, that's all. So now when you say you want theta, you need geometry. That is what is here. So if you want to find theta, so if you remember, we wrote two expressions where Cartesian coordinates and polar coordinates are related. So that one of the expressions I am taking now, which is x is equal to L by 2 minus r sine theta. So this is already there. If you have listened to my previous sessions, you know what is x in circular arch and how to write this expression. So where you have theta in this equation, this is what we want. And you know x value, which means what? The point selected, that means 10 meters. So x is 10 meters. And you know L value, span of the arch. And to get theta, you need R value, radius of that circular arch. Okay, now, so only when you are able to get R value, then only you are able to solve theta. So how to get R value? And you have got the expression already derived for relating radius, span and rise, that is R is equal to h by 2 plus L square by 8h. So simply substitute h is 8 meters, rise value, span is 40 meters. That will give you, you can see h is equal to 8 meters and L is equal to 40 meters. If you substitute, that will give you radius of circular arch is 29 meters. So that we will substitute here R value. So simply rearranging this equation, R sine theta is equal to L by 2 minus x. So L by 2 means 40 by 2, 20. And x is 10, as I said, the point where you need n and q. So sine theta is equal to 10 by r. R is 29. So theta is sine inverse 10 by 29. Operate your calculators. Theta is equal to 20.17 degree. So this is how we find a geometric quantity. So this is where geometry is required. Okay. Right, now once you know theta value, simply substitute in this expression and get, say, h value is substituted, cos theta where 20.17 degree. So you will get n value as 336.437 kilonewtons. Okay, now let's come to q value, radial shear. So simply all the expressions are known to you. V value is known 125 and theta is known, h is known, and where theta is known to you, Simply substitute and get the value Q 9.575 kilonewton. So this is how we solve for the normal thrust and the radial shear. Okay, so I'll just brief it once again, how to find the normal thrust and radial shear. So firstly, you need to write the expressions, equations for N and Q. Then you need to find the load quantities required in the equations and then geometric quantities required in the equation. So load quantities, H is already solved, that we will simply substitute as H value. Now to find V value, it is not VA or VB. V means, this V means the vertical support, I mean to say vertical reaction value at the point where you require N and Q values. This is what is meant by V. So once you solve for V, then you need theta, that is geometric quantity, that is solved from geometry. If it is circular arch, use circular geometric relation, which is already discussed in the earlier sessions. So that will give you theta value, where r is found from the expression which is derived earlier. So h by 2 plus L square by 8h. Once you know all other quantities, theta is unknown, that theta will be 20.17 degree, and that in turn will be substituted in N and Q equations. You will get normal thrust value, which means in the arch at D, the N value, that means compression value. Say if you can cut this arch here, so perpendicular to this you have a force called compression. That value is found, and the tangential force Q, that is found. So at point D, ND and QD values are 336.437 kilonewton, 9.575 kilonewton. Okay, so this is the solution, complete solution for this problem. So this 312.5 is the H value. Okay, right. This is just practice this solution once again on a rough sheet. Then you will get a much more clear idea, and you may visit back my lecture anytime wherever you get a doubt. You can very well practice this solution for circular arch, right? Thank you all.